Good Morning Show
on the next Good Evening Show. Tonight, we're coming to you from the set of a very familiar show in our part of the Piedmont. Half the people that get up bright and early and watch morning TV watch this show, the Good Morning Show.
And coming up, Greg, I'll take you behind the scenes of the Good Morning Show. You'll not only meet the anchors up close and personal, but you'll meet the people that make the show actually run smoothly.
Also, a guy who refuses to quit parachute jumping even though his chute has failed him 5 times, and Muhammad Ali's daughter.
It's Good Morning on Good Evening. For the cast and crew of the Good Morning Show, the day begins way before the sun rises, and the rooster even dreams of crowing.
Is this early or what?
I'm in here at about 4, and then I start to produce and write the newscasts. We do every half hour, we do news and headlines, and I have a couple of folks here who help write things. So we do the writing and I do the producing. And starting at 6 o'clock, well, at 5:30, while Doug and Lee are on the air, I'm still back here writing and producing and getting ready to go. 6 o'clock, news starts. We hit it. Headlines at 6, news at a little after. Headlines at 6:30, news at a little after. Headlines at 7, news at a little after. Headlines at 7:30, headlines at 8, headlines at 8:25. And then at 8:30, I have time to breathe.
I guess you could say it begins after midnight sometime, and hopefully I don't wake up more than once an hour until it's time to really get up about 4:15, and then I come in and I'm here, and we do the show, and after the show we may tape some interviews or we do some paperwork, and then there's usually a public appearance or something that has to be done in the field, and then I try to have lunch with my wife every day that I can, because that's the only time we see each other. In the afternoon, I do some writing and work on personal projects, and I really do try to take a nap. And then I come back in the mid-afternoon and work on the news, and then that's over at 7:30. I go home, watch 12 minutes and 45 seconds of Good Evening, take a shower, sit down, read a book or something, and nod off about 9:30, and then I get up and do it all over again the next day.
It's 4 a.m. and the beginning of what will be 4 hours of high-pressure planning, timing, and performance.
Live remotes we put down for 4 minutes, too.
Yeah, we might want to check with Julius. Sometimes you put down 4. How many is it? Is it a lot of them?
One between 7 and 7:30, and 7:30 to 8, there's 1, 2.
Yvette, I did tell you about Wilkes County, right? Yeah. Okay.
Live remote 3 minutes. Yeah. Once we got 4.
Yeah, try 3, and then we'll go check with Jack.
Susan, on the school gas cut story.
Yeah, what is it?
That's in the. No, here, I'll give you the script. I need to make one change in that first, though, okay?
Okay. Well, you want me to make a copy of it and then.
Yeah. Here you go. Thanks.
Hornets. I've got it as a VO. Did you want the bite that goes with it?
Yeah. Can you wipe to that fine?
Yeah.
Little Muggsy Bones?
I wasn't sure. Okay.
What you see on the Piedmont's highest-rated morning show is more than meets the eye. Behind the scenes, the work is fast and furious and down to the second. For a minute, maybe too late.
Excuse me?
We have a rough format, and then of the tapes that we want to run and the commercials, and then everything else is just falls as it may. And it's pretty fun.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Video check.
It's 5:25, 5 minutes before airtime and the moment of truth.
By the time we get on the set, hopefully anyway, we're pretty well composed and pretty much have it together. But behind the scenes, a lot of times it's really fast and furious, and some mornings you just kind of wing it, especially if there's something breaking in that morning hour, so that you're trying to follow what's on the wire nationally and internationally, locally, and then the stories that are in progress, keeping in touch with the police and what have you, just to stay on top of things. Sometimes it's kind of tough, too, because you're behind the scenes and you're racing around, going like crazy, and then you have to get on the set and just slow down and say, okay, here's what's going on, and be calm, because you can't be kind of frenzied on the air. At 7:30. Glad to have you with us on the Good Morning Show.
Everything you've had planned goes out the window, and you have to start from scratch. And it's live, so you can't stop tape and do it over again.
Stand by.
Well, we're in the midweek here on the Good Morning Show, and we're glad you're starting your midweek.
Well, it is exciting, and yes, the Good Morning Show is going to celebrate, I guess, its 33rd year on December 16th of this year. It's like 41 years in broadcasting, but this is a business where if you get a chance to work, you have to work, right? And that's what I enjoy doing. And I probably get as much energy out of my work as I do as I put into my work.
Boy, were we wrong yesterday.
That's what we do here is just conversation.
This is great stuff.
Leave it up to them.
Yeah, I just follow them. I don't direct them, they direct me.
Screen. Kathy, thanks very much.
Stand by.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's exhilarating. I can't think of anything else that I'd really rather do. I get bored with things pretty easily, and there's just no way I could ever get bored with this show.
Or the viewers.
Or the viewers, yeah. And they're what make fun, too. It's really nice to go out in public and to have people approach you, and they feel like your family, and although we don't see them every morning personally like they see us, we feel like we do. And so we feel like they're our family, too. And it's really nice to be able to get to meet the folks here in the Piedmont and to get to know them like we have so far.
It's 10:00. You better get out there, huh?
See ya.
It's 6 o'clock. Time for Tracy to join Doug and Lee on the set, where camaraderie comes first.
Doug and Lee are really fun to work with, and I guess you have to have a fun crew at this morning because this early morning hour, because if everybody came in grouchy and tired and really not wanting to be here, I don't think any of us would make it. So we kind of push one another through. When someone seems kind of tired, we'll joke with that person and keep them going, and a little bit of coffee in the morning helps too. We all depend on that. I think Doug is the only one on the entire crew that doesn't drink some sort of caffeinated drink in the morning. He's the only purist in the group, but the rest of us just depend on that and one another and the pure enjoyment of the show because it is so unique.
The Good Morning Show is something that is spontaneous. I hope that most of the time it's highly creative. It's an opportunity to work with young people like Tracy and Doug and the others before them and those that will come after probably and see them as they bud and brighten and do those neat things. They're down 7-0.
Wow, you made it through 5.5 innings? Yeah. That's pretty good. How long did you make it?
Oh, I didn't make it at all. I got to get up in the morning. I'm not as strong as this guy here. Anyways.
I guess my favorite part's really when the three of us can sit around and banter together, because that's when we get to really be ourselves, and when people get to see us really being ourselves. The neat thing about this show is that I don't know how people perceive me, how Doug and Lee especially perceive me, but certainly they're very much as they are on the air, off the air. And that's the one time that we can really let that shine through, is when we banter with one another.
This is a community show. And if anybody, questions our format or what we do, it's very simple. We do weather, news, and sports. We constantly and continually update all of our news and weather and sports information. We do it every half hour. We do it every 15 minutes. I mean, we just live that kind of information from 5:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock or longer if we have to do it. And hopefully we've helped a lot of people along the way.
A lot of folks think that once the show's done at 8, or once I'm done at 8:25, that, I can go home and play by the pool and do fun things like that, but the day continues much longer.
The hours are different and the day's long, but for the Piedmont, this group worked very hard to make sure we all have a good morning.
We hope you all have a nice day today, that everything goes your way, hump day's okay, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Next, meet the man who didn't need the chute to survive.